Guten Abend, meine liebe Leute, and welcome to another edition of Amazon NGM News. Today, I would do talk about not one but two topics. One of which was a release in Germany. We have a release local for that release. Another was the most successful season and further final season of the Yo Untold series on Prime Video. The summer, the turn I turn pretty. So let's talk about this first one. This first film was called the anti-war film, German anti-war film, the Tiger, will be on board become first German Amazon original film to land in local theatrical run. That's right. In so since the Amazon, so I probably know the German movie studios that alluded to do is that like they were Warner Brothers and Sony Pictures, but this one was going to be a different one. Sony now Amazon MGM Studios has gone through the rise. Like he had an international distribution deal, theatrical distribution deal with Sony Pictures, as well as I mentioned that the another distribution deal was over at Canada was a Canadian film company called uh, Inman Films. Was led by former Silver Entertainment. Was under Entertainment One president, former president Patrick Roy, who happened to sign in the Canadian distribution, um, theatrical distribution when Amazon and GM Studios were taken by and under the behalf with Amazon with Sony Pictures. Of course, he known from distribution, was film distribution in the French language Canadian market, which is in Quebec market, who distribute some of the Quebec films. But eventually, they will be releasing some films for appearing like we expand in the English language Canadian market. So that's what you know, and that's what you know because Amazon MGM was also going to be different that the major studios that in Germany, like other German film companies like Constantine Film and Leonine Studios, but this is more different. Like Amazon MGM were agreed to distribute that German film was in theatrical form. Here's a statement from the deadline. The anti-war film Die Tiger is the first Amazon NGM Studios German feature to land a local theatrical release. We can reveal the original Amazon film will release in select German cinemas in September 18 before available on Prime Video later this year. The feature set in the Eastern Front of World War II in 1933 followed the five-man crew of the German Tiger tank that sent into the secret mission fall behind on Kosten fault line as they go deeper into the enemy territories. They have to face their own fears and demons. The Silvermate of Wegnach Metropolitan Family Line, their mission increased become the journey into the heart of darkness. And some stars including David Sluder, Lawrence Rope, Lennon Cruz, Sebastian Ubisistowski, and Leona Les starred. With Tillman Slopt and Andre and Hennig along with the supporters roles. Piney Lion Films made a German pick in collaboration with Amazon and GM Studios Germany, Frank Krusch and Doug Mark, other producers, and the screenplay was written by Dennis Kansen and Colin Tavan. Carlo Genemanric served the director photographer, and Nick Poller, responsible of the production design, and Annik Viknik, led by on costume design, hair, and the makeup design. This is by Meg Tanner. The Ticket will be the first German original that we bring to the big screen, said Philip Pratt, no relation to Chris Pratt, head of German's original at Amazon and GM Studios, when Dennis Kansen, the producer from Kush, first presented the idea to us. We immediately we knew we had to make it. This special film deserves this biggest stage. Dennis is not only a award-winning director, but the films like Napa and The Wave has he has proven that he was a special sensitivity for this subject matter. Um, Amazon MGM Studios has released several Hollywood movies in Germany. Well, under the agreement, before that, it was under the deal with Warner Brothers, and now later moved to Sony Pictures as a global international theatrical distribution deal. With the most recent being the Ben Affleck and John Betterhard thriller The Iconic 2. I am overjoyed that the ticket will see the light of the big screen, adding Gamset. This comment of to the quality of our film from Amazon NGM Studios and Cinestar makes me, the entire cast, and the crew very proud. We are delighted to excuse it, showing the ticker on our fares starting September 18, and our convent that the theatrical release with general significant intention of this impressive film, said Olivia Flock, managing director of Cinestar in Germany. So yeah, I think this is going to be a big thing. Like the TK was going to be the first official theatrical release from Amazon NGM Studios Germany in Germany. So it's at the time he had to deal with. This is not distributed through Sony Pictures. It was on the in-house so Amazon NGM Studios theatrical distribution in Germany, as well as also launched in India for no less because our Amazon and GM will already distribution and have the imported to become a distribution theatrical distribution in India since he had a co-produced with Prime Video before and Amazon bought NGM. So nevertheless, I'm excited for the ticket in September and later on Prime Video. But I'm from Sweden and I don't go see that movie. But if you see that the war films were related in Germany, was based in Germany, go see A Quiet of the Western Front. It's Netflix film was directed by Edward Breger, who later directed Conclave. So with an English language film with Ralph Fiennes and Isabella Rossellini and Stanley Tucci. So go check it out. I would recommend to check out this film, check out Concrete and All Quiet on the Western Front. And the second and the two last topic is the summer I turned pretty season three gone to six forgot in 27 million views in 7 days post premiere, and man, this is a lot of fun. The summer I turned pretty was yet another the young adult series for Prime Video. So it stars a lot of cast including Gabby Casarello, Sean Kaufman, Lola Train, Ray Spencer, and Christopher Briney. Now, Lola Train was known as the Isabel Betty Concrete, so it become the most successful show of all time and on Prime Video. And this is released in back in I think 2022, and now it releases the third and final season in this year. A statement of the deadline said the highlight got a lot of attention, and the further final season splashed in the July 16th debut, ranking of 25 million views globally on the streamer in the first 70 days of availability per data shared by Amazon and GM Studios, of course, or Prime Video, of course. The season 3 viewership is up to 40% of the first 7 days compared to the season two's performance. Even more impressive, series viewership has a triple over season 1 and season 3 in the 7-day window. And a note we haven't previously mentioned that unclear that Amazon appeared to sure excited how many people that he viewed at the time that was the streaming the content, the capability that Nelson has a duty in the own data and how many people live in the households the company mentioned. Amazon plans to report viewers for the successful titles, but he had to go into offer preparation of on this point. Um, that's really fun. It was a number one. The summer I turned pretty season three and final season was got a lot of success in between in UK, Germany, and Brazil, and even Italy. Not sure, but I will talk about later. So the statement that Venice Sanders said this thing. It is a I think it is a really Jenny and this incredible cast, an incredible team they're assembled. When um, if you think about the about it. Was a book series that was published the fair a while ago, and so I think there's a habit in number of people who come into the over the years and what Jenny has in here to do, and hopefully um, we have here we've been here to help is build this community that has just been a careful, passionate, and committed and interest. The series with and of course, and Sanders, when and the numbers had so far the expanded, say to see these kinds of numbers of after the 2 years access is what really blew us away. So it's the right show and the right time and exude in the right way to the incredible team. And the statement owns Han, of course, the writer of since the writer of that the summer I turned pretty was in Jenny Han said, seeing how the summer I turned pretty as resolutions with the millions, how the story has sparked so many conventions, sent to the books back to the new bestsellers list, inspired so many viewers reaction across social media. It's everything could have hoped for the more. And as a creator and a co-star runner, I'm really proud of what we made. I'm grateful we got to make all 3 seasons, one in each book, and I'm grateful the audience has been so passionately embraced the story I want to tell. So that's a lot of fun. Wow. Yeah, this is a lot of huge sex on Prime Video, and this is going to be a last. I mean, the cast and crew will move on. It's over. But I think the summer I turned pretty was most becoming the most successful young adults drama series, was become success on Prime Video at the time when the after Amazon bought MGM, now known as Amazon MGM Studios. But I pretty much to see that series. I haven't seen the series, but a lot of good feedback and even the content, and especially in the entire dubbing was Xavier Fabio, the entire voice of Millie Bobby Brown and Jenny Ortega, who was also voiced in Lola Tong's character, Isabel Conky. I really love it because I know Xavier Fabio was the Italian voice actress who was pretty been for long. Her brother Matti, who is also the Italian voice actor who's also both appeared in the Stranger Things and Wednesday, both on Netflix projects. So as I already mentioned, he's been for. I mean, Shadia was great Italian voice between the Wednesday series and as well as this series was more and this was just because it is different than usual, but um, and I think that Shadia was really good job as voicing as Isabel Concrete in the Italian voice. So props to you, Shadia, and I hope this year is the next. Hope you on the season 2 of Wednesday and fifth and final season of Stranger Things is coming months in the Italian voice of Minnie Bobby Brown and Jenny Ortega respectively. So gracias to you. I hope you will. But still, so the summer I turned pretty was come to the close for now, and hope the other young adult series and films were in the works, and we will see what happens in the future. So that's pretty much it of the Amazon NGN news. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And see you guys later. And whenever we will continue more all the content, including the late night clips, because Jimmy Kimmel Live was gone 2 weeks break until August 11th. So stay tuned. So when we continue posting late night clips, including the Tonight Show with starring Jimmy Fallon, the Late Night with Seth Meyers, and the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.